Hello. Not doing too bad. Yeah, they do make Trackmania interface plugins are available. Would you like me to provide you some links to some useful ones? Alright, I'll get you started with incremental. Live speed comparing is also a good one. Here's that. And also, yes, no problem. Again, if anyone wants to ask, or if anyone has any questions for how to operate the plugins for TMInterface, just ask away in the chat. What's the best plugin for RAM bugs? You could use Fine Tuner, Wheel Height, or you could use car location. So like in here, try like using this. So car location you could try like, you know, with pitch, with getting the pitch and everything. You could try Fine Tuner. So these are just the options. I don't know what's the best plugin, but I definitely will say you can very much use either car location, Fine Tuner, or nose position. Or, yeah, so car location, Fine Tuner, nose position, or uh, wheel height. Haven't really gotten into Fine Tuner yet. That's okay. I'm not really used to using Fine Tuner myself. I bet it can be useful. I'm not saying like it can't be useful. Car location is definitely very interesting. Nose position plus again, yep, same thing. But yeah. The best plugin though, it's kind of subjective in a way. Yeah, I would say the best plugin is like a subjective manner in that sort of way. Like there's not really a distinct best plugin, but I definitely will say that nose position can work if you set things up correctly. Fine tuner, same thing, and car location, same thing. Yeah, car location is a very good one. I don't know about like certain plugins though. It's just something about certain plugins using certain plugins. I think it's just the type of parameters that can be set inside of the plugin, like the hard-coded plugin itself. I don't know if some like nose position works better than fine tuner just because of the code and how it evaluates things, but I will say car location is very good. I have gotten some fairly good results with car location. However, this is not to say that I haven't gotten good results with wheel height. It also makes it easier to figure out the correct needed rotation. Yes, very much. Very much so. Very much so. So yeah, front left, so back right, back left, front right, front left. So yeah. But yeah, I've been using car location mostly myself. It's been incredibly useful. So useful. Yeah. I don't know how much I can say the same, but wheel height definitely feels different evaluators definitely do have they feel different in how they detect RAMs and how it searches. Like, you know what I mean? Some plugins feel like they don't work as good as others in terms of evaluation. And some plugins just feel like you can use them for anything. Some plugins you feel like you can use them for anything. Other plugins, or who knows, maybe oh, what is the car doing? Oh, this is interpolation simulator. So yeah, this is just interpolation simulator going on. It's just like restoring the states every so often. That's pretty much just what it's doing. It's technically frame advance, but a fixed version of frame advance. Because if you download frame advance too, the more advanced version of frame advance, no pun intended, or I guess pun intended, if you download frame advance and use that, you can definitely very much see that interpolation simulator is just a fixed version of frame advance, whereas frame advance 2 is just free roaming. Again, you can like do whatever, and even if I use my controller to actively try to steer where I shouldn't, it'll still match up, because it's just constantly restoring the input state, and not only the input state but the positional state. And I can decelerate as much as I want. It's not changing a thing. Yes, this is interpolation simulator. And as you can see, my inputs are going through, but it's not actually doing anything. And this is interesting, and one of the things that definitely fascinates me is you can use this and potentially use this for recording a very long run and prevent the ability to, or what could be done is just disconnect the peripherals, the computer peripherals like the keyboard or the controller, or the wheel if that's something that people may use. But yeah, it's just going really slowly because it's updating. But yeah. And higher higher ticks, the more number of ticks you have, because every frame saves the state of the car. Yes, exactly. It's just saving states of the car, essentially. So yeah, if anyone has any questions about like how to use the plugins like incremental or fine tuner, anything, car location, speed sliding, I should be able to answer some of those. Yeah, it is massive. Let me see. Hold on. Does this actually work still? Frame advance 2. So, if we go over here, do pause, clear states as well. Okay. Metaverse. Because frame advance 2. Maybe, I think. I don't know. Could be talking about like a different plugin, who knows. Yeah, this still is not responding. Why is this interface so broken? What do you mean? Like, broken interface. Let's see how long this lasts. Whoa, wait, what? Whoa, is it suddenly just deciding to work now? Is it just... No. Oh, hold on. I think I know what you mean. You're wondering why, it's like this. You're wondering why the window console is like this. It's a design, yes. He's correct, it's a design. It's a theme style. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, these buttons, what else can you do? Quite a lot. Uh, these buttons will allow you to apply a fixed theme. I actually don't mind Cherry. I might try this for a little bit. Ooh, this looks nice. So yeah, ooh, that looks good. Looks fancy. Alright. So yeah, I can do a lot of things. So the SD quality, of course, here, uh, lets you see, of course, the... So right here, let me see if I can get a tick, or... Let me see. So yeah, right here, Dark theme looks like TM2 console? It kind of does, yeah. Dark theme does kind of look like TM2 console. Interesting. But yeah, this SD quality here just essentially indicates the best quality of SD that you have, and if it's at 1, then it's the perfect SD that you can possibly get. So right here, technically, middle not good? No, the middle is good for the SD quality. You want the SD quality to be essentially, like, at 1. As close to 1, or pretty much, like, sticking to 1 as long as possible. So yes, middle is good. Left, too far left and too far right, you'll start to lose speed. So it's a plugin to brute force speed slides. That's not the plugin. This is not the plugin. The SD quality is not the plugin for that. This is just to show the quality of the SD. This incremental controller is what you use for SD railguns. Yeah, yeah, no. Are you saying yeah, no, it fully makes sense? Or, yeah, now it fully makes sense. Okay. So yeah, just like set your time here, and if you guys need help with how to like get it working, I can definitely help you. because and also wall hugging is another thing that people often have issues with because they don't understand how it works. Unpause. All right, I cleared the states. I bet that'll Yep, no states saved. What is wall hug? Wall hugging is this. So SD wiggle, right. Oh, right. Wall hugger. So, wall hugging is essentially like this. I can show you a very like brief example of it. Oh, right there. Hold on. Right here. Watch. So what wall hugging is, it's essentially getting your steer just right. It's constantly adjusting your steering to allow your car to be pretty much pixel perfect without colliding. As you can see, my wheels are not red. If if the wheels are red, that means it's touching the wall and you're being slowed down. If they're not red, then well, you're not colliding with the wall. So the wall hug is definitely one of those plugins and features that is a little bit more complicated, or I guess unintuitive to learn. I don't know. But yeah, if there are any questions on how to operate, or if you guys would like to have a brief demo of how to get it set up and working, then no problem. Yeah, I'm just doing some stuff and messing around with a few things here and there. Am I able to explain the nose boost? Yes, I am. So uh, quick, back to you question. Uh, what specifics are you wanting to know about the nose boost? Just like how it works in general, like when it was found? So, yes. The nose boost works because of an oversight in the game development where, let me go over here. So it works because there's an oversight in the game that allows you to do bug slides and burnouts like this. And when you're in a state like this, you're able to drift very sharply and make turns really quickly while preserving speed and turning, of course, more than you would be able to. And then over here, again, this doesn't really have much to do with the bug, but essentially, if we go back over here, can you show how to use the wall hug script? Sure. uh, just, hold on. So, right here, in this state, as you can see in this state, it looks very close to a nose bug, like a nose position, because the nose is facing mostly down, and the car is, like, fairly sideways. It's like, mm, I'd say it's almost... Okay, let me check the, because I think it's, like, not pitch, yaw. I think it's yaw. I think it's the yaw. So as you can see, the yaw is very close to 90 degrees. And when it's like that, when the yaw is like 90 degrees, it causes some weird things. So essentially when you brake and accelerate at the same time and turn when you're on a nose position, strange physics will happen, and it will do a very similar thing like this. This is a very light version. You saw that like that snap, essentially like a jerk to the left, or it can be like a jerk to the right, like a very sharp movement. This is what the so this is what it is. So it's going to cause a very quick jerk to the left here. Right here. Right there. And so that is essentially like a, I guess like a mini nose bug. It's like a nose bug or like a small form of it. But yeah, it still is a nose bug, technically. So yeah. Um, so nose bugs and nose boosts. Nose boosting is pretty much just the act of chaining several nose bugs together, and nose bugs are essentially nose bugs and bug slides or grass slides are pretty much based on the same thing. It's just that different angles cause different things to happen. Yeah, there are certain speeds for this. The nose boosting has like a limit, a minimal speed limit of 391. You can technically go further down a tiny bit if you're one, going downhill, and two, you're on boosters, technically. And if you're not on either of those, then it won't really gain you much speed. So yeah, the minimum requirement for a nose boost is 391 speed, but after you get like some practice with nose boosting and getting to a considerable speed to properly just chain only a few nose bugs, because it'll take many small nose bugs from 391 to get to 450, and then it's just easy nose bugging from there to 1,000. So I did like a video on it. I posted a video, and don't worry, Kevin. I will soon get to showing how to use the wall hug script or the plugin. So I'll get to that in a moment. Just letting you know, I have seen your comment, and I have acknowledged it. So here we go. It should be over. Yeah, or here we go. Wait, no, that's not it. No, my bad. Okay. It should be over. Okay, nose boost trick again. Yeah, so this is the video I posted. Sure. So the nose boost again, nose bugging and bug sliding is pretty much based on the same oversight, but nose bugging is essentially nose bugging, if you want to like see it this way, it's essentially bug sliding. Nose bugging forward like this. Let's say your car's like this, but it's on its nose, completely facing the front. If you take the nose bug, you do several nose bugs, it's essentially you doing several sharp bug slides, but you're facing forward. The car's facing forward. And the minimum speed again is 391. That just explains everything. Yeah. So yeah, 391 speed. The game oversight for nose bugging and bug sliding is pretty much based on the same thing. If you nose bug several times going forward, it's essentially doing many sharp bug slides in a row. It sounds weird, but it's technically how it works. It's technically what's going on. So yeah. And Endel, how to make tests doing always a perfect speed slide. Is there some script or code to do that? Yes, there is. So right here, so first I'll get to the wall hugging first. So let's try this. I won't be using run mode though. I won't use run mode. But I'll do like a simple like this. There. Okay, let's do number 5. And let's go ahead and do that. Can you do a demonstration for us? Like with the speed sliding or the wall hugging first? Wall hugging and SD, here we go. Wall hugging. Yeah, sure. No worries. I am about to get a run started right now. Okay, this is perfect. Absolutely perfect. All right. So, this is just a simple, simple start I just got right here. So, if we head to incremental controller right here. Okay. So, go ahead and so, there are a few important things here. Number 1, try not to start, for example, like right here. You can start right here, but it is not optimal to. Because if you try to start right here, the plugin will, like, try like this. The plugin will most likely try like this. It'll be a very wacky and jagged start. So, right here. So, right around here, you want to be around barely, you want to be essentially just shy of the middle of where you're entering from. So okay, so you see this line right here that I'm gonna highlight using this plugin. I'm gonna have the plugin flush with the line. So as you can see, this line right here is pretty much what you need. Just before this line is perfect. So now, and I hope my volume isn't too high with my or Windows. Hope it hasn't tried to skyrocket it weirdly. So, but yeah, if there are any issues, go ahead. would just be at the apex, no? I'd say just like shy of the middle right here. 'Cause if you start like all the way back here, then it's gonna have a wacky start. More like here. So just shy of the line right here. And again, if you're not near a line, like for example here, then that's okay. Of course, this position isn't the most optimal because I'm just going straight, and then it'll have to like force recorrect like this. So yeah, let's start with the basics. So just before, right here, set the time frame, and here's an extra bonus. Here's an extra bonus. You can go over here, unlock time range, and you can take 3.77. Again, this can be however long you need. This can be whatever time range you need. Essentially, it'll just, at the end, when it's done generating a wall hug, it's going to go back and it's going to do a tick later. It's going to evaluate one tick later and keep going at the end when it's gotten to, like, through every single tick. We're going to lock time range for now. So again, what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to do like a simple base steer. I'm not going to like try to do it perfectly. I'm just going to get like a simple base steer in slow motion to see how long I need to set the wall hugging process for. So whenever you don't know, just do like a very slow wall hugging base, just like as a benchmark. Again, it does not have to be perfect. See, it's like right here, 7 seconds. Again, wasn't perfect at all. It just had to be a benchmark for what time to have the wall hug end at. So I'm going to keep the wall hug seek at 60. You can have it at 0.5, I think. I think that still works. So let's go ahead. Save there. Wall hugging. There we go. Now, wall hug dash SD. Wall hug and SD. So, right here, does wall hugger work for an edge if there's no border, but rather the edge of the block is curved? Interesting question. Very interesting question. Probably not, because again, the plugin is mainly looking for if the car is mainly losing speed, but also if it's crashing. I could try it. I could try and experiment with it. I don't know. But in such cases, if it doesn't work correctly, you'd probably have to like get the inputs written manually. So here we go. Wall hugging. There we go. And right here, incremental controller. Here we go. Go ahead. There we go. So again, this will automatically generate a perfect wall hug. And it isn't losing speed if I'm okay, it's steering fully for quite a long time. So yeah, but it works every time. If you get the right setup, then yes. Can you speed slide wall hug? Like speed sliding while wall hugging? I have thought of that. I have thought of that. I have thought of that possibility to speed slide while wall hugging. It definitely is possible, don't get me wrong. It is very much possible. However, the only downside is you have fixed blocks, and yes, Unlimiter can help with this to an extent, but, and if you want extreme precision, then yes, you'll have to spend a few minutes like debugging and trying all sorts of, different approaches. So yeah, you'll have to spend like some time working on different approaches for that. Oh my goodness. Oh, dude. Okay. I loaded the wrong file. Okay. Okay, let's head here. Okay. Let's try that. Okay. Let's head to settings. Head to settings. There. There. And plugging and SD. Is it like that? Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, that did not go as planned. I remember your third satisfaction. Yeah, that stuff was amazing. Okay, so let's go into here. Let's try there. And let's go 80. So, this will... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, with with that huge drift wall hut, dude, that was satisfying. I remember that. So yeah, you can drift and do a perfect speed slide while wall hugging. However, you will need to place blocks very carefully and precisely. Wait, was that you glitched? Like the satisfaction stuff? Like you're wondering about the satisfaction stuff? Was that mine? I just realized why the inputs were weird. I didn't choose the right direction. uh so yeah, we'll do no lock from time range. So we'll let this one. So yeah, see, it's working a lot better. I thought it was you. Yes, satisfaction is uh it's 70% mine, but some of it has been from like other people, like Umpro for example, and I don't know who else actually. Oh no, Decuber. Yes. But yeah, thank you Lord for that reminder. But yeah, Decuber definitely is one. So yeah, it should be generating like yeah, see these inputs. You see all these inputs going around and like some of them are all the same. Some of them are completely the same. Some of them they will be completely the same. And the reason for that being is because, sorry, my bad. The reason for that is because there will be several ticks where you don't need extra steering and you just need to have like a good hold. Gotta get these guys in for another one then. it'll be a long time before that happens. It'll be a long time before that happens. But yeah, this will be going, but I've seen that Bay Car Satisfaction. Yeah, that one was really nice. That one was really good. So yeah, we'll be waiting for a little bit, mainly because of the fact that the time range I'm evaluating from is 3.70 to 3.80. And so the reason that we have this, and yes, this is also doable for SD Railgun, you can take the you can take several of these evaluations. It will keep evaluating from the start once it's done. So it'll essentially evaluate every single tick. And what it'll do is at the end it will save the best inputs. Takes ages. Well, it's only taking a long time mainly because I have the inputs like evaluation time frame at 370 to 380. So it's going through about 10 ticks of evaluation. So it's going to go through, essentially, it's going through as many times as you have in your window. So if it's from 370 to 380, it's going to evaluate the whole wall hug or SD, not to mention SD, it's going to evaluate it 10 times. So it's going to go through it again all over again. But yes, I can assure you it will be done soon because it's only like evaluating 10 times through. So yeah, this does not mean that the wall hug is like seconds, like 10, 20, or 50 seconds long. It doesn't mean that. It simply just means that it's evaluating or because if you chose to do like 2 ticks, it could just like, go through it one more time, just like evaluating it 2 times. But with this, we're having it evaluate uh right here. So it's gotten to 376. So it's going to evaluate it 4 more times. It's pretty much about halfway done. So yeah, at the end of its evaluation, it's just going to simply take the fastest one and save it to the inputs. That's literally it. What is... Oh, come on. So yeah, after we get this wall hug, we'll go ahead and figure out and show you guys the SD. SD railgun. That's like A0. Like, I don't quite know what you mean by that, but okay. But yeah, I will say, the SD railgun is very, very simple. It's literally like doing the same thing. It's literally just gonna be this, but again, finding the maximum speed while drifting. Hence, speed drifting. Speed sliding minimum is actually just 400. Speed sliding is actually at the maximum or at the minimum 400. It's not actually 420. I don't know where people got I don't know where you may have gotten 420 from, but it's just 400 is like the very bare minimum. But yeah, I can see it like possibly being uh around 410 to 420. So yeah, I think it's about to be done at 2, so it'll be doing 2 more evaluations and then it'll be done. Humanly at least. Oh, for like not task like, but for the minimal speed for speed drifting being like 420. So you don't have to like have like a potential loss of speed. I can see that. I can see that being the case. The max being 980. Yeah. So humanly so humanly is 400. No, other way. The other way. Humanly would be 420, task would be 400. I've heard that in this task Discord server. Yeah. But yes, I can very much assure you it is almost done. It's interesting how this is generally faster despite having like a higher seek. That part I don't quite understand, but that's okay. What is what even is Uberbug BF, like nose position for Uberbugs? Yeah, that does work. That does decently work, but it can be hard depending on what your base run is. I would say it works to an extent, but definitely if you don't have the right base run, it'll be tricky. All right. It's finally uh is finally finished. So yeah, this is the SD, or not SD, my bad. This is the wall hug right here. Go ahead and disable that. So, yeah, this is the wall hug. Uberbug brute force doesn't work well with unstable and complex setups. Yeah, but good to farm Uber bugs. Uh, but good to farm Ubers. Yeah. Um, but would I recommend it? Would I recommend what? Like nose position? So yeah, definitely I will say this entry, it's fairly good. It's not the best. It's decent. As you can see, like it does wiggle. As you can see from the fast forward, it wiggles around a lot, but it does actually decently stay stable. And if we change just one steer more, if we change just one steer more, it just goes, just, it just fails. Again, these are completely calculated to the exact value. Like, I can change this by one steering, and it'll just mess up. It's very precise. So yeah, definitely with this, like, go a little bit more inwards. So this is a little bit too wide. Go a little bit more inwards, and then you'll be good. So let's try that. And don't worry, I won't be, doing that again, cuz that took a while. Good long while. And I don't want to be waiting that long. I do not want to be waiting that long, seriously. Okay, let's come over here. Okay, let's try that. So yeah, a little bit of wobbling, but yeah, it's good. It's good. It's all good. So yeah, over here, we'll do 0.7. There we go. All right. So right here, we'll most likely do a lot better. Just keep that unnamed task. Let's go ahead and unnamed task. I think it was this. So yeah, this will be a lot faster. I'm not doing the like the evaluating over and over. We're not doing that. We're just doing like a clean one evaluation through, and then we'll see what the result is. Oh, my bad. No wonder it took half an hour for... Huh. Did you, like, like, did you happen to accidentally, like, set the time frame to, like, a very... Oh, okay. Hold on. I think I know what you mean. You probably mistook this. You probably mistook this, like, this setting for this setting. Evaluation end time, evaluation begin stopping time. You probably... The chances are you probably mistook what those were. So yeah, we could... Yeah, I'm gonna go with that, and then right here. Okay. So definitely, again, very important. Oh, my bad. It was blocking the screen. My bad. But yeah, definitely I'll start this early here, a little earlier, because that seems to be a lot more helpful. So yeah, definitely try not to start it like too much in the middle, because it will probably require like quite a lot of steering. However, let me see. But yeah, the next update, which Simon has talked about, is the plan to go full steer into the wall and then find the last tick on which counter steer prevents collision and optimize the steering value on that tick. So yeah. Alright, so let's unblock my screen this time. Okay, let's first get back into there. There we go, finally. Wait. Oh, oh, there. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here's a much cleaner wall hug. There we have it, boys. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is a clear, smooth, pixel perfect wall ride. And as you can see, the inputs, as you see with the inputs, some of them actually don't extend all the way. So let's disable that here. To there. So yeah, if we see over here, the steering isn't always, like, it's not always constant. It's sometimes, see, right here, it's holding a steer value for a lot of time, right there. So yeah, right here we have a completely, pretty much virtually perfect SD. I keep saying SD. It's a wall hug. My goodness. Oh my. So again, I changed this right here to 89. It's 88, 89. Watch this. Or, hold on. Let's try 501. 501. Watch this. Instant. instantly just it's fallen off. And for speed slide would be the same. Essentially yes, this is just like this is technically speed sliding, but it's for walls. It's speed sliding but for walls, and it's not drifting. Okay. Okay. From 400. Well, unbeknownst to you, that's what we're doing right now. We're going to test that right now. I wonder what will happen. Well, we'll see. Okay, over there. Or can do that because unlimiter. So let's go ahead. Right, place a finish line. My goodness. So that was the perfect wall hug. Now let's go ahead and check out the perfect SD. Is this a new unlimiter? Yes, it is. Unlimited Trackmania Unlimited 2.0. You can download it for free. It is completely free. Alright, here we go. So let's remove one more booster. There we go. There we go. Alright, so let's generate just like a whole range of platform. So let's come over here. Copy inputs. There we go. Alright. There. So again, I am steering, and that's causing me to lose speed, of course. Or, well, it's dampening. It's essentially dampening my speed gain. But we'll still be able to get it, sure. So we don't want to right here. Right here. Right here. Or, however, we could do it a tick later? One tick later, perhaps? Nope, still not enough. One more tick? Nope. It wants to drift. It wants to drift. It definitely wants to drift. But it's not budging. Does SD Railgun work with tight and precise short SDs? It can. I'm pretty sure it can. Alright, here we go. Quantum slide? I'm not sure what you're getting at. But I have heard of the quantum slide though, where it's it's a small skid. It's not like this. It's like this. Yeah, it's essentially like this, where there's two. And also, this is actually not a new discovery. That's actually been found before. So we'll start at 93. And we'll stop at the same time. 7. Perfect. 7. Lords. Does that even gain or lose speed? Does that gain or lose speed? Here? It'll gain speed. Like once we get this going. So again, we'll go with 7, perfect number. And bam. 720. So just SD. Unnamed SD. So 720. So this will be very quick. This will be very quick. Like extremely quick. It doesn't TM20, but like he did on concrete. Yeah, kind of. So yeah, this is generating a virtually perfect SD. And this is not even showing right now. There we go. See, it's generating the perfect SD. And this will be a perfect time to show you what this looks like. Okay. So here we have the SD, the perfect SD. So almost, yeah. So here we go. Here's a virtually perfect SD. So as you can see, it essentially just does what you think it would. It just does a virtually perfect SD, generating the right amount of steering for every tick and searching for the most amount of speed. So yeah, you always want to make sure right here that your SD quality is pretty much at 1. So right here, it's hovering around 1. So right here, it's pretty much at 1, a perfect 1 right there. It's 0.999, but it is pretty much virtually a perfect, it is like a perfect 1 right here. But yeah, so far, I haven't done too much like exploring with the plugins, and however, haven't been there hasn't been many questions asked. There have been a few good ones, but yeah. I will catch you all later, and maybe I might do like another live stream showcasing some more. Just do speed optimization, brute force for optimization. Well, it does that itself on SD Railgun. It does that itself. It just searches for like, it just changes steering and checks at the end of like 12 ticks, like, it just checks for the fastest possible speed value, and then it just goes on from there, and it just, keeps going for every single tick. Nose boost and Uber's next. I could do a live on that, sure. I, I could do that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna head out here, going to possibly have some food soon, and yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed this live stream of getting to know the plugins, how to use them, what to do, and yeah. And bonus tip for the SDs, if you are going extremely fast, and I'm saying extremely fast, and you can't seem to get a, like, bye. If you can't seem to get a, like, balanced good SD, like if you're trying to do an SD and the entry is kind of causing the SD slider to swing, kind of like this. Or I guess it's not, I'm not able to highlight it apparently. That's okay. But yeah, if it, swings from left to right like that. So if it swings from left to right like that, then it will, so if you're starting like this, you can actually use a tip, and if the SD generator needs to do this, like recorrecting to the other side and then generating from there, you can go from the very start, go where it has to counter steer and immediately counter steer fully, and then immediately steer right, and then go ahead and evaluate from there. So that's just like a little tip to, and if you're going like way too fast, then do like here, like full steer to the left or right, and then immediately change the steering to not steer at all. Just immediately, so that it doesn't have to worry about full steering too much and then trying to fully steer correct the other way. So yeah, that's all the tips I have for you. And yeah, I will see you all later. God bless you all. Have a blessed day. And I might do like another live soon. Don't know. But yeah. See you all later. Have a good day, night, whatever it is for you.